Dancing with the Stars, and the next minute, here it is. Mark my words, not today, not tomorrow. All of you people, all of you listening that are so hating on Raquel and Team Ariana, you're all going to start this. The pendulum is going to start to swing, and you're all. It's a fine line between when Ariana starts to be. She's not self-righteous now. She's not this, but when it's Dancing with the Stars and it's another thing and it's another thing, and there's all these opportunities, Lifetime movie, and just one interview is going to be a little different, and she's going to be a little changed, and she's no longer going to be Ariana from Vanderpump Rules. She's going to be Dancing with the Stars, a Lifetime actress. She's going to still be a wonderful person that we love, but it's just the smugness, and you guys are going to start to turn that when she's being given too much. And it's going to be the Team Ariana thing is going to be so over the top. I predict that a lot of these people listening are going to start to be like, oh, over her. Not today, maybe not even in 2022, but I mean 2023. What fucking year are we in? But soon, guys, I'm predicting it. There's going to be a shift of the tides where there's going to be too much given to Miss Ariana, and all of you are going to start. Not me, because we're already here. Just we love her. We love them all. But you're all going to start to turn, and the soapbox is going to be tipped over to the other side. I'm predicting that.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'll be curious if that comes to be true, because she just doesn't strike me as a, she strikes me as having a very sweet personality. She just doesn't, I don't know. She doesn't seem like a person like, I can see how Katie or even Alala is a little bit more polarizing. She doesn't seem polarizing to me.
She doesn't. I mean, no, you're like, listen, sometimes I'm wrong.
From what I've seen on this season of Vanderpump Rules, no, I mean, you usually are spot on. You usually have great instincts. So you're probably right. But and again, I'm new to the game, but I don't see her as like, I don't know that people are going to get that worn out from her. I feel like people are going to root for her, but also be super curious about Sandoval and Raquel. Scandoval.
Well, listen, let me tell you something that people are not, here we are, we're talking about Scandoval 24/7. You know what we're really not talking about?
What?
I mean, please don't make me go down this rabbit hole, guys.
I will.
RHUGT 3. Real Housewives. Because I say these things and then people slip into my DMs. So I'm going to give a call out. Does anyone, and this is said with no slant, is anyone loving, enjoying, thrilled, glued to the TV for RHUGT 3 with that girl from New York? They took that housewife from New York that was on for 2 seasons.
Sweeney.
I can't mention the name, girl. Please.
I want to tune in because I see a lot of people agree with you about how much they dislike Leah, including, I think, Kempire. I think Kempire did a video and Kempire was like, oh, I can't stand it. I'm like, oh, it's funny because Leah to me was one of my favorites when the first season she came on. It was such a Bethany vibe.
She's a fraud.
Well, maybe you're right because a lot of people have turned on her.
She's just a fucking fraud. She wants to be Tinsley. She wants to be the rich Upper East, and I have no problem with that girl. No problem. Just admit it. I like people that just are honest to who they are. Be yourself. I am a vain person that shoots myself up with Ozempic. We're gonna have to get into our debate next. We don't have time. We don't have time. We don't have time. We're gonna put next show. But the girls, but even like the other stuff, they're like throwing elephant shit at each other. Like it's just these aren't the chemistry. I mean, Heather, Whitney, like the chemistry isn't really, I'm not really watching because I don't want to, but once again, Candy Gal, my girl. And I'm also not a huge Porsha Williams fan. I mean, I know a lot of people are. I like Kenya. Two things get to be true, but Porsha just doesn't do it for me really as a housewife. She never really did.
Well, people are saying that Kenya, Giselle, and Candy Gal.
You mean Porsha?
Porsha
and Candy
Gal carry this season of Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. And of course, somebody stole Giselle's bottle of tequila, and everybody's like, yeah, look in her own room. I'm with you. I don't know. I don't have a ton
Bring on RHUG4. Bring on RHUG4. Candy Gal for me is the MVP. I mean, Marisol. I mean, I know a lot of the Miami girls, like personally, and can I leave it at that? Alexia was on my show. I love my Alexia, but I'm okay with no Marisol. And I mean, the other one from New York that you mentioned, why? I mean, this was like a last minute, like, why? Why is this person there? I think this will be really the end of their, here's the thing. And I also know things behind the scenes, because I know these people. I mean, let's not forget, I'm in New York half the time. Like, that one is just thirsty is an understatement. And I know things for a fact. Like, that one is just working in overdrive to just figure out her next move. You had 2 years, girl. You had 2 years. You were a New York housewife, and most people could never say that. But girl, I think it's over. I don't think there's anything. So that one is thirsty as fuck, working 24/7 to try to keep this 15 minutes going. And I know a lot of them are, but I just think when you actually know, you hear stories of how thirsty someone is, you're like, it's so unattractive to me. I hate thirsty people. I'm sorry. I do.
Thirst. Well, to your point, I don't have a huge interest in it. I will watch some episodes and get caught up for our next rendezvous. But I mean, it seems like they're kind of like almost like RHOP this past season. They're pulling at straws. I mean, they're looking for a stolen bottle of tequila. That tells me right there, we don't have a lot going on. Look, we love Candy Gal. We're Team Candy Gal on this show. She without Candace, I don't know where these shows would be. I mean, she really is bringing it in a huge, huge way. They love Giselle, so Giselle's not going anywhere. Again, to me, it's just sort of typical. Like with Giselle, the only thing we're going to get is a stolen bottle of vodka, of like tequila. That's like it. Like there's never any real life drama.
Giselle is like, sign me up. I mean, I don't bring it to RHOP where I have to film like 17,000 weeks for 2 weeks. I certainly don't have to bring it. And how much do I get? I mean, Giselle is, girl, these ladies that get this contract, they step in shit, man.
It was funny. I looked at Giselle's Instagram with her daughters, I think this past weekend, and she's in Dubai, and it's like a video, and they're like, you ready? Are you ready? And all she's doing is sliding down the tiniest fucking sand dune you've ever seen in your life, the tiniest. And I'm like, oh, this is so her. Like, you're in Dubai, this exotic, fabulous place. Are you like getting, galloped away by a camel and like, looking at a hot Dubai man? No. Your big moment on Instagram is sliding down a teeny ass. I keep thinking like this sand dune is going to be monstrous. Like she's going to be gone in the sand, gone in the drifts. It's this tiny bumfuck little hill they managed to find probably 2 feet from the hotel. And she's on it. I'm like, this is so lame. I don't know. It's just so lame.
It's lame. I'm not, whatever. Now, the next time we have a lot to talk about. We have to talk about some New York stuff, all this Zarin stuff, and that you asked me. I know some stuff, and we have to get into some other things we're going to fight about.
Well, Erica Jane, Roni, I want, because I know you have inside scoop on the whole Roni reboot that now could be an ultimate girls trip. So I want to know everything you know about that. Yeah.
No, I was going to say, yeah, we'll talk about that. And we have to talk about Potomac casting next time too.
God.
We have a lot next week when everyone tunes in. We have to start with all of that, and we'll have our Jen Shaw, and we can have our Ozempic fight.
Oh, bring it on! People are so mad at me, and oh my God, they're
mad at me too because I say, I have so much to say. All
right, great.
So there you guys. For everyone who's been asking me to talk about Girls Trip, there you go. I talk about the things that are keeping us up at night. For anyone that likes Girls Trip 3, more power to you. Let me know. Like, honestly, let me know. I'd like to know, for real, right? Let Sarah know. Sarah, where can we find you? Because people, they're not coming to your house, but they're looking for you online, girl.
At the Sarah Fraser Show on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere you can find me.
And for me, it's at Behind Velvet Rope. So stop by and say hi. I'll talk to you soon, Sarah.